Also, breaking tonight, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan of Ohio has announced an investigation into the special counsel Jack Smith after a shocking filing from his office on Friday revealed that documents seized from Mar-a-Lago are no longer in the same order or sequence. The filing included a footnote reading, quote, "The government acknowledges that this is inconsistent with what the government counsel previously understood and represented to the court." Here with more, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan. What would you call this, Jim Jordan? I'm wondering if the issue of whether or not the evidence has been tainted is now front and center in the case in Florida.
Yeah, the order of the documents seized was changed. That one sentence says it all. Most people would call that tampering with evidence. The physical documents didn't match up with the scanned documents. And here's the irony, Sean. This is Jack Smith mishandling the very documents that he's charging President Trump with mishandling. Go figure. I mean, that to me is the ultimate irony here. Not to mention, of course, the double standard. We had Robert Hur 6 weeks ago in front of our committee. Robert Hur said Joe Biden met the elements of the crime. He knowingly kept, knowingly disclosed classified information. But he wasn't charged because he says he was a forgetful old man. And we also established motive. Robert Hur said on page 231 of his report, Joe Biden had strong motivations for ignoring classified procedures because he was writing a book for which he got paid $8 million. So he had an $8 million motive. He met the elements, but he doesn't get charged. President Trump does. And then Jack Smith mishandles the very documents. You can't make this stuff up.
You really can't. Let me get your reaction to what's going on in the court. You have the judge threatening to put President Trump in jail. You have clearly a judge in this case, according to my reading of the law, that should have recused himself. You have allegations, serious ones, of the family being involved in compromise and possibly benefiting from the outcome of this trial. Then you have the third highest ranking official at the Department of Justice. This is Merrick Garland's Department of Justice. Number 3, pretty prestigious position, a guy that we now know was raising money, political donations with the DNC. And this guy is now leaves that big, important job to go work and run this case for Alvin Bragg in New York City. Tell me how that's not a conflict of interest.
Yeah, it definitely is. You got a partisan Democrat prosecuting the case. You got a partisan judge overseeing the case. The partisan judge's daughter worked for Adam Schiff. She's obviously partisan. And then, of course, there's a gag order on the former president of the United States, the guy I believe is going to be the next president of the United States. There's a gag order on him, but Michael Cohen, the convicted perjurer, the guy who lied 6 times in front of Congress when he came and testified, he's allowed to say whatever he wants. He's allowed to go on TikTok and social media and spout off whatever he wants, and that's their star witness. The country is laughing at this case, and it's why President Trump's numbers, I think in the latest Rasmussen poll, he's up like 10% in the national poll. That's because the country sees through it all. They see through what Jack Smith is doing. They see through what Alvin Bragg is doing. And they've a long time ago seen through what Fani Willis is doing in Georgia. That's the real conspiracy. Jack Smith, Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis looking to conspire to impact the 2024 presidential election.
Let me ask you, do you believe, how long will it take your committee to get answers on this new part of your investigation, which is the weaponization of the DOJ under Joe Biden, and now the special counsel? And by the way, is the special counsel even constitutionally allowed to have that job? Clarence Thomas brought that up in oral arguments.
Yeah, there's debate about that, but we went directly. We're demanding the Office of Professional Responsibility give us answers, not only about Jack Smith and this discrepancy in the physical documents and the scanned documents, those not matching up, but also the guy who works for him, this Jay Bratt, who pressured one of the other defendants in this case, pressured Mr. Naughta's attorney about, oh, we thought you were interested in a judge position while they're meeting to talk about the classified documents case. You can't do that. So we want to know answers to that question as well. This Jay Bratt, who works for Jack Smith's team.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable. Anyway, Jim Jordan, we really appreciate you being with us. Thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.